there, everybody. Welcome back to Animal Crossing. I have no idea where I left off with you guys, to be quite frank and honest. It's been a little while since I've actually recorded anything, and you might actually find that it has been... Oh, good grief, toll rings are essential. Yes, I totally got used to that very quickly. Yep, the toll rings are definitely important. Thanks, Tom, I get it. But yeah, I haven't recorded this in a little while. I took a little break from recording this only because I wanted to let things build up for a little bit, but we have done some work, not as much as I would kind of like to. Excuse me? What do you think you're doing over here? Hello, you are calling me Sahara, for it is the name I have carried for as long as I have carried these rugs. I bring these rugs from my home, which is far, to help you decorate your home, which is near. I have small rugs, large rugs, and rugs of the medium space between. The design is seen after you buying. Oh boy. I have also mysterious flooring and wallpaper. Oh, how surprising you will find it. Are you ready to buy? A rug, mysterious wallpaper, mysterious flooring. Let's check the rug. Yes, a rug for your purchasing. What size shall the rug of yours? Small rug is 1,000, medium 1,500, large is 2,000. Let's see. We'll go with the large rug. My favorite size. Now, please, I will accept the money payment. Okay. We got some spare bells right now. Not that I have entirely too many to spend, but you will like the rug. I will take the money. All will be happy and well. I have exchange tickets as bonus for good soul who buys good rugs. If you save up to 5 tickets, you can trade for mysterious wallpaper or mysterious flooring. You bought large rugs, so that means 3 tickets are yours now. This is kind of nice. Just a nice purchase little system. I hope you will buy again. May the tickets tempt you. Is your wallet now content, or shall you make additional purchases? Let's buy a medium rug, just because I am interested in that respect. Because then I think we probably get 2. My favorite size. I thought the large ones were your favorite size there, buddy. I see your game. I know your tricks. I understand this entirely. When customer smiles, my heart and purse grow 1 size bigger. God, this is terrible. You always think that, like, Tom Nook is, like, the worst of them, but then you end up getting something like this and go, oh, never mind. Never mind, it's not the worst. Now you're wanting your mysterious wallpaper or equally mysterious flooring. I sure do. Yes, it is. Understood, of course. Wallpaper, flooring. Which of these whisper to you? Let's go with the wallpaper, because we got the rugs. So that way we have something different. Here's the tickets. And we do the swap. And there's the thing. You will want more after this. Yes, using one will make you excited for another one, and so on. There's his game. There's the game. I will visit again. May our wallets find togetherness in the future. Oh, boy. We still have these couple, lone black lilies that are here too, and I haven't done much with them yet. I want to just kind of let them fester, let them do their thing. I should probably move the tree that's over there though if I want them to grow a little bit more, but we will see. Like I said, things have changed up quite a bit on the inside as well. I don't know why I still have this here though. It's just kind of randomly there. We got plenty of open space. We got plenty of wall space besides. And again, I haven't really done as much in here as I would kind of like to. Making some people sick now with my camera moves, but that's, sorry about that. So we got KK Metal right now. We could change over to the KK Song. There is the KK Tango. And then there's also the KK Western, which I think we will stick to at this point. Anyway, that is what the house is looking like right now. Let's do some stuff here, though. It's the ironing set that we just picked up. Blue stripes rug. Spread it out. Okay, that's pretty normal. Oh, I kind of like that though. That's not too bad. And lastly, the summer wall. Oh, that actually could be really cool for a themed room of some kind, like a very nature-esque room. I like that. We're gonna go back to the modern wood wall though, just for now, and for time being, we'll slap this in storage. I should mention, if I sound stuffed up or anything like that, I'm actually not fighting a cold or anything, but my sinuses have been wicked bad just because of the off-on rainstorms that we've been having. I'm gonna throw that in storage too, and same with this. Okay. Yep, nothing serious, just a matter of stupid sinuses being stupid sinuses. Basically. My storage is actually blown up a little bit too. We got several weird things going on here. This one though, I can't help but look at it and go, where's the money, Lebowski? But that could just be me. I found a couple of these world maps too, and I'm thinking I can set up a command center like I had in New Leaf if I ever get a basement. But that was a cool little themed room that I had previously. We also changed the glasses out. I've got the these. Oh, actually, you didn't see that before, did you? Yeah, I changed the whole look at this point. I have the Hakama up here on the wall, so I put that away for the time being. My first time with the HHA, or the Happy Homes Association, we got 10,000 points as well for the house. So that was actually cool, just starting out with everything. So we got the pendant. So that's our first pendant for HHA. So way to go, team. Thanks for that. Moving on. Yeah, God, a lot of things have actually changed on the island now that I think about it here for us. So let's get to running around here. We'll worry about the daily stuff a little bit later if I even do it here on camera. Yo, Grizzly. Hey, what you want? You know what? I think you're ready to learn one of my favorite reactions. I'm going to teach you. Let's do laughter. You ready? Blah! Thinking about freaking bleach at this point now. That's ridiculous. That's what laughing from the gut looks like. Really clears the head. Give it a whirl, boing. I learned the laughter reaction. They say laughter is the best medicine. Well, sometimes. But yeah, we also did get the reaction wheel here, which I never even realized was a thing. That was, as far as I recall, it was not a thing in the older games as well, so having the ability to actually do it on your own now, that's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. I'm gonna go see if we can get Mr. Grassima Hopper over here. No, wait, no, wait, no, wait! Gotcha. I was waiting for him to... Oh, it's a long locust. Okay. Well, that we can actually toss over to Sail, because I know for a fact I've already got that over with Blathers. We got the Nook's Cranny, which I always want to say it another way here. I don't know why. Probably just because the old saying is Nooks and Crannies. But anyway, welcome to Nook's Cranny. But this is a... It's just so weird. I was kind of speechless for a second there, because I was like, why is there this cat that has its mouth open looking at me like this, even though I know it's probably not really a cat. I'll leave it be. That's fine. However, I like this shrubbery that is over here. How much are you charging for this shrubbery? Yeah, I'll take it. It's not going to be good for what we got going right now, but it might be good for later. Director's chair... Nah, not too interested in that for now, so we will leave that be. Good thing about this place, though, it changes, of course, every day, so we've got some more stuff that's there. And I don't think I have it now. No, I don't. I've been kind of cheating a little bit and looking around for some stuff, but finding out that there is some new ways that you can access the store is kind of helpful, especially with me playing mostly at nights. Because most times when I log in or jump onto the game, I tend to have the one problem where the shop is closed or something else is closed up, and I don't have the means to actually go and do anything, or at least just to talk with these guys. I do like that the drop-off box is here, though. Should I sell something? How does it work? Yes, let's sell. I know I can also go inside and just sell with them, but I'm just gonna do it here. And we'll drop off that long locust with them, and we'll get something from them later on. I think I had this when we were on last. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, that system's very helpful, the tool ring and everything. Because I had made a complaint early on. I had said, you know, I just feel like there's so many tools that you have in this one now. And flipping back and forth between them with just the arrow keys gets to be a real pain in the neck. But actually having it here makes a lot more sense. Just having it on the up button, that's much more handy. I think we have enough that I can make a flimsy shovel, but I could be wrong. Let's take a look. Up more. Not bad. Oh, we need hardwood. That's right. And I go to try to craft again. What am I doing? Do we have... Oh, yeah. And I'm actually going to make 2 of these shovels because... Shovels. Good grief. Come on, mouth. But I keep going through them like water. All the stuff that I'm either digging or slapping around, it's just very helpful having them. Actually, at this point, I can upgrade. So I'll just make the 1 and I'll use this. I don't need iron ingots anymore because... Nuggets. I keep saying... ingots because, you know, fantasy realm and crafting and all that. Yeah, I don't need the iron quite as much as I did before now that I have the the shop done. So we'll keep that handy. Leave that be, and I think we're good to go. So let's go around the island and see what trouble we can get into here. We got a nice fresh shovel. We got more peaches over here too. They're growing in quite well. We got a bunch of sticks in the ground. I'm sure I'm gonna have to find. That's okay. Bada boom. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Problem with things being too close together. Place the birdhouse again. No, I don't want to hit the birdhouse. That's the opposite of what I want to do. Spin. There we go. I've been growing up everything in the museum as well, as quickly as I can. But that has been, and always will be, an endeavor for sure. And as I've kind of mentioned, my aim's still off. As I've kind of mentioned, I've been not as diligent as I'd like to be with everything. I just have not been able to check in every day. Not that I think that's really a problem or anything. The game's very open that way. If you don't get to check in every day, they don't really penalize you or anything. Too far! There we go. But I have at least been, like, jumping onto the game just to check around for a couple things in case there's something immediate that I can do. Most of that, though, kind of like what it was with the 3DS, it made things a lot easier just having it portable. But yeah, it's just a lot easier with the Switch. I just don't feel like hanging around on the computer desk or anything like that. I can just grab it, head to bed, and mess around with it for a little while before I get too tired. And obviously, of course, I know that's what they were kind of going for with the Switch as a whole, but it's just, it's nice. We had a centipede fall out of there. I did notice him. We'll see if we can get him. Yeah, he's running, but we're gonna get him. Get back here. Gotcha. Centipede? Yep, centipede. It's such a freaking terrible pun. Oh, and we used the right bug net, because I know I had the two of them, and one of them was getting close to about done. When I go to hit the... I'm sure many of you kind of have this figured out at this point. But when I do go to hit the stones like that too, I basically hit, move forward, and I keep in that pattern just for timing and to make sure that I stay centered. Because if you don't stay centered on those rocks, you have what happens to me earlier on, where you could see I would dig into the ground a little bit too much, and that would be a bit of a problem. No, I don't want to shoot the poor snail. But I do want to capture it, even though he's going to be sold over to the Raccoon Brothers, but that's okay. Shaky. We are looking for acorns. We're checking for pine cones and stuff like that. There's a lot of new DIY recipes that they've added in for the fall. And I haven't been able to get too many of them. I've only got a couple. This is just a big bundle of sticks. That kind of sucks. Though the sticks are still very, very helpful. I still need a lot of stuff for crafting from them and everything. Yes, give me the acorns. I actually needed to have more of the pine cones, and I had the brilliant idea of looking to buy some of these new trees. So you'll see I've got cedars, pines, and everything like that up now too. So obviously, of course, the pines will drop some of the pine cones. You have to get ones that aren't going to drop nothing but sticks. What is this craziness? It is all sticks. Can't say I can't make flimsy bug nets at the very least. I guess. Alright, let's try from this direction. Okay, there's a pine cone. That is the one thing I'll give them. It's not like the old games, too, where there were heavy limitations on what you could actually grab and craft and so on. There are a lot more open availabilities to stuff that you can pick up. And even from this shop, being able to just go and buy a studio wall spotlight just hiding in a tree. Okay. But yeah, even like going and buying trees directly from Timmy and Tommy at Nook's Cranny is very important. I want to say Crannery, and I know that's wrong, obviously. Yeah, just being able to get that stuff, being able to grab all the flowers and everything that you can from them too, it's very helpful. It actually makes things a lot easier for me especially, so I can, when I get the time that I can sit and really work with how I want to set trees down, how I want to set flowers down and everything, it's going to make a big difference. Because that way I can just do it all in one fell swoop when I get enough bells or, when I get enough open space and so on. I guess all I'm doing right now is just checking some trees. So here's going to be my promise to you. I'm only going to shake those other couple that I see over there, and we'll get a bunch of sticks, or we'll get a couple more pine cones or acorns here. Mostly acorns, though. We do have a lot of acorns, though, in comparison to pine cones. It's, again, largely because of the trees that I have. No, we'll just do this one, and then we'll move on. We have other stuff to do on this here island. Alright, look, I'm already frustrated with all these frickin' tree branches. So, enough of that. Enough of those shenanigans. I haven't done any fishing at all in a little while either here, so that might be something we'll end up doing at some point here tonight, today, whatever. Whatever for you, whatever for me. We're just kind of hanging out, I guess. Yeah, we're definitely hanging out. Got some cleanup on the beach to do. I do have one general rule when I have one. Whenever I get around to the ocean side of everything, I try to fish more often than I do in the freshwater. Largely just because of how many different species of fish you can tend to find in those areas. I just feel like those spots have more options for a bunch of different fish than the freshwater can. Not to say that I'm, I didn't really want to pick up the weeds. Not to say that I'm not catching inside of the river every now and again, but for bells, for cost, and then just for all of the varied species you can find, I just find it's more beneficial to fish in the ocean, just because of how many different types of species there are. That's Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. Sylvia's actually got a bit of a nasty streak in her, which I know some of these guys can have. I don't expect all my islanders to be nice all the time, but Sylvia, my goodness. My goodness. One of these times I'm going to walk around and find a fin sticking out of the water. I'm going to want to go and get a frickin' fishing rod and not have any availability to. And if you do clean up things here on the island, then you at least are looking for some extra bells, or you're able to use them in some DIY crafts and projects and so on. So I just keep grabbing up all the shells and everything I can as I go along, because why not? I need the money at some point. Oh no! Except for when we run out of space. So actually, here's a cheap little trick. You drop it, and it goes immediately into your inventory. And let's take a look at this while we're thinking about it. So I was strolling along on the beach, and listening to the waves roll in, when suddenly I had this rad DIY idea. I figured somebody out there would want to try building it. And with that, good luck. What is it? Ooh, an iron shelf. Okay. Might be something a little bit closer to what I'm actually after. I kind of like that progression that Animal Crossing gives. Oh, see? It's a fin. See, this is what I get for opening my big dumb gob. Back to reality here for a second. That is the one thing that I've always liked about Animal Crossing, is that it gives this progression from wood to like iron and so on. So it changes with time, which obviously is more the same idea of what happened with humanity and changing up our sciences and everything too. But it's just I don't know, I find it to be a cute little allegory. I don't know about you, but I certainly do. Because this little deserted island started out as nothing. Then you had inhabitants that existed on it. Is this bug nettable, or do you catch it with a fishing rod? I am so confused right now. We are going to figure this out. Okay, it's bug nettable. This also means we'll have to drop something, but that's okay. But yeah, just being able to see what everybody either puts together or does, etc. It's really cool to me. You know what? I'm going to release the Warfroach because I know I already have him anyway. The Pond Skipper, though, that's going to go right to Blathers, and he can yell at me because he's getting another bug. I do tend to only capture like one set of bugs and so on. The fish, one, I tend to like the activity a little bit more, but two, I tend to find do sell a little bit better, unless you're talking some of the bigger fish, or bigger bugs, I'm sorry, like beetles and everything like that. Like this little guy, he's cute, he's really cute, and I don't really need to pick him up, so I leave him be, because I know he doesn't really sell too well. Granted, anything at this point is going to sell very well for me too. But anyway. I know I should also be picking fruit off the trees, because I realized how quickly fruit actually replenishes in this game compared to previous ones. That's something that's very, very helpful, but the uses for them are actually multitudinous compared to how it used to be back in the day. So let's get these fossils taken care of. I know earlier too I could have just dropped, the weeds and everything, but I choose not to just because of, I don't know, again, I just didn't need the bells from the Warfroach. They just don't sell all that well. But every little bit counts. Well, yes, it does. Okay, so here we got the 2 things that we can donate. We'll just pop them over to Blathers. And the good thing is we can go and sell the rest of those fossils, of course, which is pretty cool. And we did get the art stuff to open up a little bit too. I don't have any pieces of it yet, but I know that we can actually pick some of it up, which is great because any of the changes I can make there just to help out Blather's museum. That's still one of my favorite personal things to work on with the island. Or with any land really in Animal Crossing. I just feel like they do a really good job with that. With our new shop come 3 new services. First, let's talk turnips. I've heard the turnip market is about to take off here on the island. You'll probably see a turnip seller soon. We'll buy any turnips you have on hand. The price is set in the morning and afternoon, so be sure to stop by. One note, we don't accept turnips on Sundays. That's the day the turnip seller visits the island. The second new service involves a hot item of the day. The hot item will change every day. If you bring one in to sell, we'll give you double its normal price. Okay, so it might be reason to keep those wharf roaches, you never know. You can check the hot item of the day on the sign in the front of the shop, or by asking us directly. And the last new service we're offering is drop-off box. You can find it in the front of the shop. Say you're in a hurry or the shop is closed, you can just drop off any items you want to sell. Easy, right? We'll pay you later for sending the funds directly to your bank account, and I should mention a few things. There's a handling fee and we don't accept turnips, and hot items will sell for just a regular price. And I think that wraps it up. Sorry about that. That explanation went on a bit too far, for a bit. How can I help? I want to sell. Of course. What exactly are you offering? And again, we're just going to sell as much of this stuff as, oh, not those, as I can right now. I don't mind selling off a couple of those weeds per the moment. I have so many tree branches. You know what? I'm going to make this, little bet with myself here for a second. Okay. Look at all these fine things. Let's take a look. 17,000 bells. Sold! Thanks very much. And the one thing I was thinking of doing for a little bit was to try to do like 10,000 bells a day, at least. Spend bells to buy stuff, complete DIY projects. Okay. Sell a hot item for a fortune. Redeem Nook miles. Sell clumps of weeds. Okay. We do have to go check in with the Nook spot too. I do want to check this out though real fast. I have just enough for this thing. That's cool. If I feel like making it. It does look pretty good though. I'll have to check it in the DIY menu though, because you get a little bit of a better look if you do it from that menu. Well, I'm thinking about it too. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've been giving on these videos. I honestly didn't expect them to get higher than like, I don't know, 20, 30 views, something like that. So to get a couple hundred on them, few hundred on them, that's really nice. Thank you very much for just that support that you guys give, as well as just everywhere on the channel lately, because again, just switching everything up the way that I have been, I wasn't expecting even half the support that we've been getting over here. So just making what I've wanted to make and talk about the games I want to talk about. It's been a really nice change of pace on my end. Not to say I didn't like talking about Destiny, but obviously towards the end of my tenure with it there, it just got to be too much of a chore. Knowing exactly what the writers and the developers and everything are kind of going with, and all the back and forths that they keep having with the game just got to be too much for me. I bring that up every now and again. I'm sorry. Destiny's one of those things I'm always going to have in my life. I know it. It's going to be one of those experiences I'll always go back to and compare something else to. But I hope you guys are enjoying whatever games and media, books, or whatever else it is that you've been playing and working on. Quite frankly, I think that's about all that entertainment is all about, is just enjoying yourself for a little while. Let's see. Check this out here for a little bit. I want to make these double boots. I just have to find another one, which means we gotta go and fish for a little while. And speaking of, we do need another fishing pole. The other thing I realized I actually haven't done a whole ton with, I wasn't done there, is actually utilize the other islands to go ahead and pick stuff up as well. I find that that's a very, probably important facet of this game that I'm not taking advantage of very well. Just so I can get additional resources, so I can just kind of keep finding new stuff. I'm going to spend some of those nuggets to make some better equipment so I don't have to hold as many of them. But that's the goal here for now. Let's keep crafting for a little bit. So we have a good shovel. I know I've got an axe hanging around. I'm going to make another one of these because I know I'm going to go on a tirade here of smacking some trees again. Can I not? Nope. I am out of wood. Please no comments in the chat for that one. Let's see. So basic standard wood. Perfect. This is the other reason I kind of want to go and slap some trees, because I'm actually getting pretty low on basic wood needs here. So that'll be a good little addition once I get some more wood. I also feel like there's a bunch of other DIY projects that I haven't really picked up on yet, and I need to figure out how to get a hold of some of those outside of just waiting for them to pop up in the station here with Tom. Hey, you got your little golf club out here with trying to putt on the small little green you have. You goofball. Okay, once per day. Oh, I didn't check in. Oh, there goes that bonus. Oh well, that's fine. At least it's not like a running tally like every single like absolute day, because I think I would probably lose my mind on that if that were the case. Excuse me, town, if you could stop being so loud, that would be fantastic. We'll just get the pop hairstyles, because why not at this point. We've got the other couple that are there, and that way at least it takes care of this and it gets another item out of the list. So boop, boop. I see, that totally makes sense, does it? Does it really? Okay, so yes, we did, actually, I need to get in the habit of checking this more often, just because I've had it where I pick up one of the achievements for the day, and all of a sudden it pops up and I get another one that's very similar to what I was doing, like spend miles, and then I get another one for spend miles, and I screw up and don't get it because I don't really feel like spending any more of my miles that I have for the day. I'll check the special goods. Anybody need a tricycle? Anybody? No? Alright. I did pick up the moon rug though. This is actually at least to me, a pretty nice looking rug. And I could probably fit it, I actually can already figure a couple places that I could put that. I actually like the denim cap though. It's a nice little looking one. Privet tee? Okay. Chino pants, already picked those up. Slip-on loafers, leaf print wetsuit. Really do feel like that is something that Tom Nook would wear. Aloha KK. Well, I'll pick it up anyway, just because it's a KK thing, you know? And we can check out some stuff here for, okay. So like, this item is not for sale and can't be ordered right now. Well, alright, that's fine. Probably because I don't have it yet. If I'm thinking right, that's the idea here with a lot of like the fossils and everything. You just have to wait for it. But like here, I have that and I can't pick it up. I have this and I can't pick it up. So I guess that doesn't fall into the same idea. Oh well, that's fine. But a lot of this stuff, for instance, I've picked up already. Yeah, the catalog is just all stuff I already own. Okay. Ooh, see, this is where the catalog comes in handy. Like this repeatable stuff, like the garden lamp lantern, for instance. I could place that outside in certain areas, and that would work out really cool. Placing some of the plants, if I have certain themes going on with the plants. The basic lantern, yeah, like the picnic set, just stuff like that would work out really well. Okay, so that's that studio wall spotlight. It's not going to fit anything that I'm doing, that's for sure, but that is okay. That means if I feel like selling it, I can, or I can just stuff it away for a little while. I can also check back with somebody and see if they may want to have it, though I doubt they would need it. I have 9,600 bells in the, and that's a trick that you can do just to get all the bells out of your pocket. And just because it's a really off number, there we go. Now we're just at an even 170,000. So that's a little bit of a loan repayment that we did there for today. Sign off and go from there. Should actually check that recycling bin a little bit more often too, but I haven't really seen too much get thrown in there. I'm semi-surprised for that, actually. So we'll claim this. Whenever I jump on here, I always think, oh yeah, I gotta talk about something more than like what's going on with the game. But quite frankly, there's so much that actually happens with the game outside of like a little bit that I tend to get so caught up in just like what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, what kind of stuff I'm thinking of doing, what I want to alter, all that. And it's just this constant thought process, even though, you know, I don't have access to a lot of stuff that really allows me to dig into that thought process too heavy yet. But eventually, yeah, I want to consolidate some of these trees. I want to consolidate some of the other parts that I have. I'm hoping eventually I can make some bridges, and that way I can cross things a little bit easier. And then over on this side, I'm thinking of like having more of a another couple of spaces for like recreation, or at least settling in. Because I do think that having this separated spot and the couple others that are around will be conducive to a couple of things. Oops. Especially in the top right around the little fishing lake that we have. Or really the little fishing hole almost that we've got. That can actually be kind of nice to just sit back with a chair or something like that. Not have to think about much. It's a nice little getaway. Oh dear, what is that? I didn't scare it, whatever it was. You gonna stay there for me? No, wait, coming over. No, not that way. That's the thing about some of these floaty on the top ones on the water. They get to be a little tricky to grab. Okay. A diving beetle. Oh, okay. I looked like a beetle, but I didn't want to comment too much. I do like that, how, you know, stuff like this with the fish. It's all underwater. You don't really see much of anything with them, but when you get them out, of course, the detail on them is actually pretty high. It makes a big difference. This is a salmon, basic salmon. I caught a king salmon out of there at one point too. That was pretty cool. Got another snail up there. We'll leave the snail be. You can enjoy that rock with all this rain going on. Speaking of, haven't even commented on that. Speaking of, I actually haven't even commented on that, to be honest. The rain in this game comes up pretty often for me. That's just me being slow. I'm actually kind of surprised about that, because I don't recall in New Leaf I got rain all that often, but this game I get rain pretty often. I think there is an active weather system that they have in the title that kind of clues in on where you are. I don't know how true that is. I know it was kind of like that for another couple of games that they were doing that are somewhat like Animal Crossing. Okay, fishy, let's see what we can get here. Is that oh, it's a freshwater goby. Okay. I was looking for one of those, actually. I don't think I've caught one of them yet. There's one daily requirement I had that wanted me to pick them up, but I could not find him. Now I have one, and now I have no daily requirement for it. That's how it always works, I think. The rain, though, does bring out some different stuff, that's for sure. No, we are not going to shovel the fish. There's the money, Lebowski. I like it and hate it, only because I get it so often, though. Oh, God. Oh, it's right there. What do you mean you don't see it? Okay. He's a goldfish. Eventually, I'll have a spot for a goldfish in the house, though, I think. And we'll make it a big tank, just so it can get pretty big. If it wants to turn into a pretty big goldfish, that is. I've definitely kind of learned, you just throw them a little. They have like conal vision, like Metal Gear Solid's. Hey, there's that second boot. Okay, so we can we make those pair of boots and change that out. That would be better than running around in loafers in the rain, for God's sake. Actually, I guess these are sneakers anyway. Never mind. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they have like conal vision, like the Metal Gear Solid guards. So if you drop it kind of in front of them, they'll pick up on the bobber a little bit easier. Not always, but seems to be the way of things. That shell wasn't there before, I think. Okay, that one was definitely not there. The shells do respawn fairly easily compared to what we would have before. Alright, big guy, what do you got? It is a... oh boy. There she blows. I caught a whale shark. I'm telling you, it was this big. Yeah, let me just put that in my pocket. Those pockets, they're bigger on the inside, I swear to God. Come on. It's right there. Are you kidding? Are you kidding, fish? There we go. Now this, I think, is going to be an eel of some kind. Oh, yeah. Some of these you can figure out before you even go to pick them out of the water, honestly. But that's okay. I kind of like that. It keeps everything... keeps some things as a guess and some things not. I've also had Gulliver show up a couple times now. I think I mentioned that, though. Or you guys had seen one of those trips, I should say, not mentioned it. But Gulliver's pretty cool. They change him every iteration that he shows up, though, which I like. I can appreciate it. That was terrible. Come on. That's like right in front of his face. Perfect. Sorry for those. I kind of want to focus a little bit more just to see if I can pick them up and not have any problem. And we got another whale shark, which means I now have 2 whale sharks in my pocket. Good grief. It's like I'm going to go get Chi-Chi her dinner. That's what we're doing right about now. This will be another eel here, I think, for us. Assuming I don't miss on it. Can't carry anything else again. Oh, good grief. Well, we don't want to drop the boot. I kind of want to keep that handy for now. There is not much I can really drop, so I'll just pop the shell down for now. That's fine. This little fishing pier off the side is also pretty nice. And that's a size I don't really see too often out in the sea, so let's take a look. Sea, ocean, whatever. It's probably more of a sea. Ooh. What are you? A barred jackknife. I do think we have this one already, but that's okay. We'll drop the sand dollar. We'll come back and pick those both up then. Yeah, I thought I saw something. Oh, I missed. Got it. Okay. We can leave this here for now, I think, actually. Oh, I only made this a flimsy axe. I didn't actually make it into another stone axe. Oopsie. Let me... Just because I know I can get as many of those as I want to. Let's open it up. Loft bed with desk. Whoa, that's not the way I wanted to go. We'll come back for those tree branches then too. That keeps everything on the right side of the island for now. That's what I try to prioritize at least, is to segment things off with the way that this island kind of works out. I do everything on the mainland as much as I can, and then I try to do everything on the top left, and then the little bit of the top right that we have, and then back out to the right side as much as I'm able. Please let me know if there's any assistance that you may need while I have a donation to make for you, so why don't you take it? So we have the diving beetle, the freshwater goby, that was the first time, and the whale shark. Perfect. Though I am tempted. Tell me about this. And what? Did you find something rare? Let me take a look at perhaps I can tell you a bit about it. Okay, tell me about the whale shark that I have in this little bag. Are you kidding me? What a splendid whale shark. The mighty whale shark is the largest species of fish in the world, with specimens up to 60 feet long. Unlike many of their kin in the shark family, whale sharks are non-violent, eating only plankton and such. They grow slowly and live long, relaxed lives of filter feeding and leisure in warm waters. So if you ever have to choose a fish as a roommate, you could do worse than the whale shark. Unless you can't swim. We have this item on display in the museum at this very moment. Do feel free to take a look at your leisure. It's really cool. I like that about Blathers now, because I don't recall being able to... you could always go to the exhibits and, like, interact with it and say, like, what it was that you were looking for, of course. But here you can just, like, say, hey, I got this item and I never actually asked you what it was about. It's just a nice little touch. I like that. I like that quite a bit. That said, with the extra stuff we have, I'm going to actually go over back here to Nook's Cranny, sell it off, get the bells for it, then go from there. Grizzly, welcome, welcome. What do you need today? I want to sell. Let's see. Not sure how long we're going to go here today. Oh no, we don't want to sell the boot. We definitely don't want to sell the boot. I think that is it on that end. Look at all these fine things. Let me crunch the numbers. For 22,000 bells, we'll take it. That works out pretty well. Bye, guys. I could just go buy that paper tiger, because why not? But I'll leave that be. I gotta say, I don't know. I go away from it for like a couple of days, and then I sit and I play as long as I can once in a while. And every time I think that like I can stop it after a little bit, I really can't. I know some are probably gonna say, well, that's a terrible thing, because that means like you're getting addicted to it really quick. And yeah, that's part of it. Like it's partially addiction. I'm used to the ideas of Animal Crossing and like what it stands for, represents, and how it builds, but I really do enjoy the game because it just relaxes me. And I think I'm probably gonna play more even after I'm done with everything here. I think I might have to stream it once in a while though. Because I feel like if this game allows me to relax this way, it may allow for others to relax in other ways too. And I think that's such an important thing for, God, especially how today's age is going here. It's really important to just kind of sit back and take a breather for a second or five. I feel like that's ultimately one of the jobs, so to speak, that I have being a content creator, is just to take people's minds off of things for a little while. It's really easy as a human being to get caught up in all the other stuff that happens around you, you know? Anyway, I'm just rambling on like I usually do, so don't mind listening to me here. Saying hi to these trees and getting as much out of them as we can, and finding all these different bugs and fish and everything else that we've got. There's just a lot of good going on right now. For sure. I'll stick with the stone axe just because I know that's actually whittling down pretty hard. I bet you we got some wood. Yeah, it went behind us here. Now, I technically want to be better about shaking these first. And the reason for that is because of the bees' nests, or the wasp nests, sorry. Largely so I don't have to find myself like this. Because now I have a problem. I need to actually... I don't have the time. It's fine. What I should do, in all honesty, you see, this is why I wear the bandages already and have the glasses on. What I should be doing, realistically, is shaking the trees with the pole out, which you can do. So this way, if a wasp nest falls like that again, I can just instantly vault, get across, and I can run back into hiding and not get stung. That's the idea. As I said, it's probably like the most stressful element of Animal Crossing. And when that's your most stressful element, I think we got something good going on here. We've got another new item, or at least an item. It's one thing about the trees that are actually very beneficial if you can keep them in places that it makes sense that you can get to them. A moss ball? I'll have to check on that. But really change out the tools as often as you need to not get stung by the wasps. Tends to be a partial pain in the neck. It is a lot of flip-flopping. And for some reason, as much as I'm able to take care of things in like Doom or something like that, and run around and switch weapons and so on, the key functions in this game can be a little clunky for me now and again. I just don't have my brain programmed enough for it just yet, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It is kind of weird. Again, I should be like shaking these too so I can pick up cherries and peaches and everything else. Even if I don't sell those, I can at least eat them, or I can plant them for additional trees or something. So, not that you could actually plant a cherry or a full-blown peach and get a tree out of it as quickly as you can in here, but video game just ain't nothing dropping today from them. That's okay. And I'm gonna make the pass here and go logging for a little bit too, just so I can pick up some more wood, as we are definitely low on that, as I've mentioned already. Just in case. Did not trust that tree for some reason. And when you do go to shake them once, at least I have found, no matter if they have fruit on them or not, if there's a wasp nest in it, it's going to fall for you. Which is semi-funny, semi-not, because then I have to run from it. I'm going to run a small experiment here. I am not going to talk for a little while. You guys can fast forward to whenever I get back to talking, probably towards the end here, because I think we're about to wrap up, but I'm not going to talk for a little bit until I'm done with all this logging, so, yeah. Let's just see how that goes, just to sit back and have you guys relax for a little bit. I'll turn up the music and just let it go, okay? Okay, that takes care of all of that logging, actually. So, how you feeling? Is that a little bit more relaxing, at least? Just watching me do something a little cathartic? Just flapping some tree trunks? There's no way I can make that sound good, unfortunately. There's unfortunately no way I can make that sound good. I saw this guy here on that one of those last trees that we had. Let's see if we can get him, if it wants to cooperate. Oh yeah, there we go. The other thing too, I really got to say, the water effects on the freshwater, at least, just seeing the ripples from the rain is really cool. Because I don't remember that being in past games either. I'm just always happy to see games that I played over the course of time just improve, get better, look better, handle better, so on. I do think they've done that with Animal Crossing to a very, very, very good degree. Also, we got quite a bit of wood. Now that I'm looking at it here, but I went from like almost none of the standard wood, we got plenty of that. We've got a lot of extra hardwood, very few softwoods though, comparatively. Actually kind of surprised in the drop rates for that. We got plenty of cherries to start us off here, so we can keep either selling that or doing something with it. You know what? No, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna eat this cherry, just because. And we got some extra energy, which is great. We'll go and catch this fish. I do get to be a little on the slow time with the reactions for these guys. I get almost too relaxed when I start trying to catch fish for some reason. I scared him off. Whoops. That's what happens when you start running everywhere. Gotta make sure you're okay with moving a little slower. Was I slipping? Oh, I'm like walking over cracks? Yeah, the character's like walking over the cracks, I guess. That's interesting. Alright, well, I'm looking at the time over here, and I think that's about as far as I should go. I'm in a little PBS Bob Ross moment over here for a second, but little clock on the wall is telling me it's about time for us to get going, so I'm going to leave all of you here on that note. Really thankful you guys could be here today to just kind of sit and relax with me. See how my island is going, see how my my construction and changes have been going along. I'm going to add more bird houses around the area too, just because birds are very, very important to me, even if we don't see a whole ton of them. This stupid crate underneath my desk. I'll move it one of these days. Yeah, I'll be adding some more bird houses around, just because birds are kind of important to me. And we'll see what else we can kind of develop and go to from there. But again, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. And to all of you, no matter when or where you are, I'll see you next space time. Take care.